On player one side, in the reds with Vesper, we have Rylexander. And in the bottom right, in blue, it's our community favourite Sedgehun playing Sedge. And they are playing on a map that I do not know the name of. But I definitely have seen... This is the match Zeronix and Shu were playing on last night. And I don't think that game ever got saved, but they played a very interesting and close game. That was very back and forth. And I just realized, do you have the codes? I've posted it in our Discord call. Alright, we got Fadus on in the chat saying this is a No Man's Wharf, a map that he made. I'm just looking for obvious routes, so Sedge probably going to push. Sedge pushing to the left. Double sword builds. Let's see which direction Rylexander goes with his commander.
Important thing to note, Vesper does soft counter Sedge, in the sense that the smoke cloud will prevent Sedge from using Sadistic Rush.
That is very true.
Said, yeah, Vesper's got a slow groove though, so you can protect your units for one turn, but Sedge will have groove for all of time.
I guess in this case though, Sedge is going to take quite a while to build up groove. Oh, or not, he's just going to heal off a village and get... Never mind, that was a completely moot point. And because of the direction Sedge went with the... in the early game, I don't actually think there is a good heal option here for Vesper. So Vesper can't knock down that center village. Although the sword could. Oh, if it got a really good roll it could. But no, it's just going to go for captures instead.
Oh, sorry, so someone just called for me. I will disappear for approximately 2 minutes.
Okay. In the meantime, Rylexander pushing forward with Vesper, trying to get that center position like very quickly. Probably going to see the sword come down, capture, and then Vesper heal. Sedge taking advantage of that early heal, manages to knock down that village, building that groove up. And Sedge, once Sedge gets groove, this is going to just go on a tear. And yeah, just making swords as follow-up. Building one there, he's probably gonna go for the back capture on that village. And just use Sedge as a powerhouse, because once he gets groove, he's on 40% right now. Vesper's on 15. Sedge so scary once he gets groove out. It really does just become a hunt for him once he does. There's a couple different options up at the top right. This... Oh, not anymore. So this foot soldier are gonna go... Probably capture there from the forest tile. Put a little bit of pressure on the headquarters. That village is just gonna keep healing up as well. Could potentially see that come into play later. But Sedge for the moment... Just gonna build. He's gonna build up some groove. Vesper's playing very aggressive, going very far forward. Can even hit the enemy HQ already. Just on, that'll be a turn 5 hit if he goes for it. Now, that's quite a lot to stop. anything from countering it, because, you know, this mage can follow up with heal. So what is Sedge going to do? Of course, we're seeing a pike come out, which is quite interesting. Just going to be a bit bulkier at protecting the headquarters. There hasn't been... So we're just taking the tower now. Probably going to see this tower get taken this turn as well. So no early balloon plays yet. And those really open up the game. They really allow things like spears, things like rifles. To an extent, a thief. A thief could come out and capture this, which is actually a very good play that I hadn't considered before. That would really hit Sedge in the economy and allow for a fast capture on this.
Sedge is probably one of the commanders that had the biggest indirect buff by the recent patch. Not just the direct buff moving up to slow, but Sedge loves all these units that this new patch likes. The dogs, the knights, everything really fast and aggressive, the alchemists. I'm not sure about the rifles, but that slows things down, because Sedge used to like archers a lot. Archers got everything right down into that killable range, but rifles sort of do it too. If they leave something like with 1% health, Sedge can definitely finish it off.
Yeah, I could definitely see Sedge getting a lot of use out of a rifle. And actually does alright against enemy rifles as well, because you can kind of dart in and out and get kills. So you can just run in and out of rifle range. And then like the rifle then has to reposition, and then Sedge can just dart in and out again.
Sedge also has a very funny interaction with Wolfar, because Wolfar likes to golf away his low health units. If they survive, now Sedge has a jumping.
Oh yeah, that's true. I think one of the things I'm actually really looking forward to this patch is 2 versus 2. In the future, like it's going to be one of those cases where we have to get 1 versus 1 right first, which I know is like a thing we've been saying for a while, but this is a new patch. It's going to take a while to adapt to the new meta. But I do hope we see new map makers come into the scene, and I do hope we start seeing stuff like people working on 2 versus 2 maps.
Sedge is unquestionably S tier or God tier in 2 versus 2, especially in the new patch, because your partner can just set you up for these crazy chains all the way across the map.
I assume that Sedge would always be the person going second in the 2 versus 2, though. Because it's still ABBA for turn order, right?
I'm not sure. I've seen a lot of maps with both lately.
Huh, that's interesting. Because, yeah, I imagine like if Sedge goes first and then the partner goes second, it's probably a very different experience. To Sedge going second after the partner sets up a lot of kills, but
Sedge can't really hold any villages so easily right now that are being contested. Like, if Sedge goes for that village northwest of the stronghold, the alchemist can just decap it. If Sedge goes for the village right next to him, Vesper can decap it. I wonder if Sedge is just going to try to smack Vesper maybe from the right, but that'll slow down their cap phase a little.
yeah, although if he does, then he can capture that village safely with the sword.
That's true, that might be the play.
Whatever the play is, it needs to go quite quick. Like, he's done obvious moves first. Oh, smacks from the left. And he's quite a large amount of damage for that.
I'm just trying to figure out if he can die now.
Oh, I think that sword play saves him. Maybe? No, I think you're right. He should have attacked from the right.
20, 20, 15. I think he's safe. I think he's safe.
Actually, this is one of those very daring plays where, like, it's probably a little bit risky because he probably could die in theory. But if he survives, then and there's a dive on him,
There's a
Vesper just
22, a 25, and a 15. He just lives, I think, even on highest rolls.
okay.
Like max roll, he's dead, but
And actually, Vesper's in a very dicey position as well. Because she can't retreat to anywhere particularly great. I think she has to have a mage healer to keep her alive. Because knights and Sedge are very scary.
another thing she could do is mage cap the village and then heal off the village. She'll be.
Oh, it just goes for the small heal off of that low health village. I think she's safe though. Like the knight hit isn't a crit. And
5 sword suicide though.
yeah. I guess it depends if like you want to risk it and give Vesper a bunch more groove. Oh, it goes
There's
for
the
the
heal.
safe place, yeah. And actually, this is quite a high income map, so that makes sense to see that. Oh, and now we're seeing a thief come into play.
Vesper did a little bit of a smart thing by ignoring all the villages in her territory, because now the thief can go after those villages. But I'm not sure why it's built there and not to the right. I guess it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, I guess it goes through the middle, which means it can also threaten to decap other things? I'm not sure. Doesn't matter too much.
I was actually toying with like theory crafting on whether or not you want to leave villages alive so a thief can take them. The answer though is usually no, because your opponent will get enough income so that it'll make up for anything you steal.
So here's the thing I'm just noticing is that there's basically nothing defending this head HQ right now. But there's also quite a lot of units that could attack the headquarters. Like you can line up a knight crit, you can line up... The harpy isn't quite in range, but there's a sword that can hit it, dog that can hit it. So we could...
It's a bit...
Oh, sorry.
It's kind of tit for tat though, because Vesper is right in range of the stronghold as well. That alchemist could threaten a crit on that forest tile, the dogs could come down. We could see a base race.
I think we are. Sword hit goes in. So it's going to be on 91% health next turn. And Sedge is guarding, which is the big difference here. Like, Sedge is going to be in the way of whatever attacks his headquarters. And even, let's say Vesper does dive on that HQ. And, like, the sword follows up and, like, stays behind her. The knight crit could then come in and swing back and hit her from behind. And the hilarious thing here is that there's this blue village right next to Rylexander's HQ. So this is a very daring play, I think. Takes that out. I think he's basically saying, like, doesn't want to have to deal with, like, any thief shenanigans or anything. He's just going to take it.
I think that was a big misplay. Going for that village means the left side of that stronghold is not defended. Knight crit, sword hit, dog. Is that game?
Oh, harpy follow-up means that like the harpy's gonna get guaranteed damage here. There's like nothing that can stop a harpy. I think
No,
Rylexander
it's even worse. If the sword can't finish the HQ, it can hit the archer.
Okay, so we're going for... There's a rush here.
There has to be. The way those pikes moved, there is absolutely no way to survive for 2 turns for Vesper. Sedge cannot be allowed to have 2 turns. He probably wins on 1. Just not sure what the dog damage to the HQ is.
Pretty low. I think it averages at like 12. Average dog building damage is 25.
I think the stronghold has a different metric though. I'm gonna look this. This is why Shu is such a good player, because they have all this memorized.
Alright, the mage heal obviously. Probably gonna see a sword crit come in on Vesper.
No, I think it's game over. I think Sedge can just win if the sword goes to the left of the HQ.
Yeah, but can Vesper kill the headquarters first? Because she can't die.
No, I mean, I think Sedge can win this turn. Sword does 22. Yeah, there it is. Then the dog, then the knight. He'd have to low roll to lose this. And he did. Oh, wow.
Oh my god, it had 1% health.
Yeah, he low rolled. He low rolled on the knight, big time. Okay, meanwhile, Vesper is gonna go out crit, dog, dog crit on the stronghold. That's her play. And then nothing else matters because her HQ is done. So she has to win it this turn with out crit, dog hit, dog.
Yeah, I don't actually know what the rolls are here. I think the game's over. I think Rylexander just quit because I can't select anything anymore. Oh no, there we go. Oh, I think that was a really high roll on that mage though. 22.
It's possible.
I think that was high roll mage, low roll dog. So dog crit on the
Dogs
headquarter.
do 15 to a stronghold, so that was about right for the dog.
So dog crit 22%.
It's a little higher than average. Well, how much does Vesper do?
At 38%. Probably not as much as the dog.
Yeah, Commander's 40 to stronghold, so the dog actually has the advantage.
Oh
there.
my god, it had 1% health as well. Oh my god.
Oh my god. I mean, that's more than fair, because the same thing just happened to Sedge.
That is... Oh. That's way too funny. Rylexander could shoot the soldier, I guess.
It doesn't matter.
It really doesn't matter. I want to see the soldier get shot though. Just gonna do damage before the end of the game.
That was a beautiful base race.
It really was.
I feel like we need to record like the last 2 turns of this game and put it on the Groove of War.
I think the video is gonna go up on YouTube. So, but yeah, Sedge, I really wish the dog. Oh, the dog died. That's a shame. But yeah, he's just gonna kill it with the sword.